Wanted to come on here and do a quick little evening unwind yoga class. I'm gonna get some longer ones on. It's another thing, I just have to be honest, I have not felt the to go get stuff done, and I apologize. I've tried to do some stuff that inspires me today. I think part of the stuck in this for a bit is hitting me a little bit today. So I see my cat. So my goal is to get some more energetic. They'll never be very long because it takes so long to upload a video that has a lot of content. So one of the key points I want to make here is I cannot do music in my videos or YouTube will take down all of the audio and then you won't be able to hear me. So if you follow me on Spotify, like a great one for tonight, I've got a playlist called Soothing Sanctuary. You can listen to any music, but if you want to add music at home, Spotify's a great way to do it. If you don't already follow me and want to, and aren't sure how it works, we've talked about it a few times, but I can explain that fairly easily if you're ever interested in that. But this will be just a kind of an evening unwind sort of class where we will start standing, try to get some movements in. And also I think this week we're going to try to do some classes at the gym. I will of course keep you updated and posted, no matter what we decide to do, and join our challenge if you are on Facebook and want to add some movement in. So hope you all are well, hope you all are healthy. Keep those spirits up, get outside, get some fresh air, do some movement, do some breathing, and most importantly, take care of yourselves, check in on each other. Thank you for checking on me, and thank you for replying when I send out messages as well. So we'll start standing, grab your mat, make sure you're just in a place where you can move around a little bit. I'm going to try to keep an eye on time, but I have to get further away on video. So take a moment just to check in, find that grounding sensation, and notice how your body feels as it connects to the earth. Feel the feet as they make contact with the floor, the ground, whatever you might be standing on. Take a moment to spread the toes wide and to soften the knees. To find a little movement through the hips, the low back, just kind of that shifting around to find our neutral spine. Feel the belly work its way through the breath. Feel it rise with our inhale, relax with our exhale. Feel that expansion in the chest and the shoulders. And try to imagine that string lifting us up to the sky as we lengthen. As we exhale, feel the breath roll all the way down the body, melting into the floor. And again, rooting down into the ground. Feel as though you're drawing breath from your feet, drawing it up through the legs, the belly, shoulders, the head, and then letting it go. If it feels okay in your body, we'll start to add movement. We'll sweep the arms up on an inhale, and then just press them back to the earth as we exhale. So notice gravity helping us out here, and just moving with the pace of your breath, checking in as always. Remember, you're the only one at this practice, so let it reflect what you need today. And then if it feels okay, on our exhale, we'll start to make our way into chair, maybe folding the hands into the heart or taking the option of keeping them long. Each time we come into that chair, maybe feeling as though we're able to sink just a little bit deeper. Continuing to ground and root through the feet. And we'll meet the next time we're in chair. Letting the hands come to the heart, watching the knees to stay in alignment, and we'll twist gently to the right, feel that expansion and space. Make our way back to center, and then exhale to the left. Back to center again. With our inhale, we lift tall, arms sweep up. With our exhale, we'll swan dive, making our way into forward fold. So So finding a little bit of connection with the body here, I'm actually going to turn on my mat, so if you are feeling like you need to do so as well, feel free to. Feel that rooting down. Maybe gently nodding the head from side to side. And then shaking it up and down. And then letting the upper body find some stillness, just gently shifting the weight from side to side. Noticing how that connection might change. And then meeting with the weight equally grounded in both feet. Melting and releasing. We'll inhale tall again, taking our time to get there, making our way into our mountain. Exhaling to chair. And then choosing how we'd like to flow here. Perhaps mountain, forward fold, and chair. Or perhaps just one or two of those poses. Maybe finding a very quiet space so that you can really tune into your breath. We'll meet in a forward fold. And again, taking our time to release here. Find those movements that feel good. Perhaps sweeping the hands around the top of the feet. And as you're ready, making our way into an all fours position. You know, we can modify this a lot of ways, especially if we have the extra props that home tends to provide. So feel free to find something soft. Protect hands, knees, perhaps use a chair instead. And coming into our cat-cow flow, moving the spine, enjoying that space. Perhaps adding a little sunbird leg. What we'll do is draw one knee into the nose, and as we make our way into our cow, we lift, pressing up through that foot. Practicing a couple on one side. I always like to finish with a cow, and then we'll switch. And then knowing at any time, we have the option of finding our child's pose, making our way into rest. Again, finishing with a cow, making our way to all fours. If it feels okay, we'll just turn to look over the right, back to center, and then to the left. And then meeting in a neutral spine, we'll let the right toes come back, turn to look over that right hip. So right now, with all the tension and chaos and unusual activity or lack of activity, the neck and shoulders might be carrying a lot right now. So give them a little bit of grace. Feel free to find some space there. We'll bring that knee back in. Switch sides, so left toes back, turn to gaze over the left shoulder or left hip. And then making our way back to center again. Starting in all fours, coming into a gentle shoulder stretch. We'll let the left arm reach tall. Nice easy twist, maybe a couple of inhales and exhales in the twist. And then we'll draw the arm underneath, sinking to child's pose. Option to rest on the forehead, add a prop, or to come to that left temple. So we're looking at whatever hand is drawn underneath if you're choosing to practice opposites. And then we lift up, coming back to neutral. Same thing, opening through that right arm. A couple of breaths here just to enjoy that space. And then we draw it under, sink back, supporting however we need to, or going to that right temple. And then drawing back out, making our way to our all fours position. And we're going to lengthen back through the right leg, option to lift that heel, coming into a full spinal balance. maybe adding that left arm in. So really enjoying the space that we create through this pose, lengthening from fingertips to heel. And if you need that extra grounding, you can press pause. Practice this with your heel against something, adding some support, maybe a wall or a chair, and then we'll come back down. And same thing, so left toes come back, heel can lift, arm can reach. Slowly lowering that back down and sweeping the feet out as we come into a seated position. Let's make our way to a little bit of hip opening with our butterfly. If you are feeling tight in the low back, feel free to sit on something, give yourself that extra elevation. You're gonna know when the back starts to hunch in that you just need a little extra height today. Trying to grow tall through the spine. You can hold on to the feet if you'd like. If you want to rest your hands gently on your legs, just avoid that desire to press them down. My hips are super tight, and I'm not in the least bit surprised. And then we'll bring the knees back in, coming into a seated spinal twist, letting the left leg extend forward. Right leg can stay bent, foot can cross. Choose how you would like to practice this. Let our work start low in our core, gently twisting, then gradually expanding through the ribs, shoulders, and perhaps adding a little space in the neck, turning to gaze over the back shoulder. Making our way back to center. Right leg goes long, left leg comes in. And choosing the options that work for you. Start nice and low, and gradually letting our twist open up. And then we'll release that. We're gonna roll our way onto our backs. I'm gonna try to keep talking from there, so I hope that the volume is okay. If not, just follow along. You guys are good, you know what to do. So however's easiest for you to make your way to the ground. We could keep the left leg bent, or we can extend it long. Sorry, my cat. We're gonna draw the knee, right knee into the chest, and just kind of enjoy that space here. Notice what we're feeling, giving ourselves permission to hold on to the shin or the back of the leg. Hikori. And then adding some little circles, we'll let that hip rotate around, creating space in our hip joint, maybe moving slower than we think we'd like to today. Reversing our circles. And then drawing the knee back to the chest. Again, holding however feels the most comfortable for you. See if we can melt the shoulders, perhaps closing the eyes, and feel the weight of the body grounding back into the earth. If you'd like to point and flex your toes a little bit. So I'm not going to create a video of rolling our feet out, but bear in mind that that's a great way to practice some self-care right now. Finding our myofascial release that we practice with our tennis ball. And then we're going to draw left knee into the chest as well, taking a moment to rock gently from side to side. Feel that connection to the earth. And then right leg will go long, if it feels okay. Just taking a moment to check in through the hip flexor and the hamstrings. Giving the hip a little bit of love, creating those circles, making some space. And then we'll reverse those circles. Drawing that knee back to center. Again, just kind of checking in, perhaps choosing to point and flex the toes. Anchoring through the back. And then draw the right knee in with it. Again, gentle hug. Chance to rock side to side. And then happy baby is our pose of the day on the Facebook page. So let's all throw a little extra happy baby in here. Decide if you feel best with your low back connected. Find that grounding. Or if you like to feel a little lift, moving the weight more into the upper back and shoulders. You can hold on to the shins, the calves, reach for the toes. Decide what feels good. Maybe this is a good time to think about what you have going on over the next few days, not letting yourself get too overwhelmed. But thinking about something that seems childlike to you and enjoyable. Perhaps something that you used to love to do. Maybe it's getting on a swing, going down a slide, coloring, Play-Doh, something that you probably would not choose to do on a regular basis, but see if you can find something that might bring you a little extra joy. Or finding the children in your life and seeing what brings them joy and happiness. And then we'll draw the knees into the chest one more time. And then let the legs go long. We'll take a moment or two here for Shavasana. But know that you could always turn this video off and hang out here as long as you need to. If you're feeling nice and relaxed here, maybe this is your chance for a little nap. Let's think about a big inhale, maybe bringing the hands to the belly, feeling it expand, up into the ribs, the chest, and then as you release, let that work its way back down. Notice that soothing sensation that the breath is able to bring. And then perhaps just choosing to find stillness. Or if you want to go ahead and finish, taking your time to perhaps roll to one side, making your way back to a seated position. Sitting up tall. Rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. And as we fold our hands into our hearts, taking a moment to honor ourselves and honor each other.